The metabolic protocol that promises vitality through dietary restriction is not merely a health optimization strategy for aging bodies, but a profound reclamation, demanding you confront the parts of yourself that have been conditioned to equate worth with productivity and nourishment with indulgence. And true thriving requires not adhering to macros through rigid discipline alone, but integrating the weight of your own biological wisdom until wellness becomes an act of radical self-trust rather than performative compliance. In Crushing It with Keto, Alan Grodecki transforms the Senior Keto Fasting Guide into precise exploration of somatic sovereignty and embodied accountability, proving health isn't found in perfect adherence. It's forged in honoring the person beneath the plan, when every wellness expectation demands you remain either disciplined, patient, or failed dieter. From kitchen timer and bone broth narration, listeners enter worlds where fasting is syntax and presence is the only unbreakable nutrient, perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent health nonfiction, where male vulnerability defies biohacker stereotypes. When retiree Kalen Vance begins the 90-day blueprint, expecting renewed vigor through strict regimen, he discovers his body's resistance mirrors the exact suppression he's endured beneath years of productivity-driven eating. And fellow practitioner Elara Thorne's quiet refusal to treat aging as deficiency creates space for connection defying diet culture hierarchy. Navigating metabolic shifts and buried attractions, Kalen realizes this plan isn't about correction, but recalibration, with Grodecki avoiding reducing Kalen to compliant follower or Ilara to nutritional guru, instead crafting radical reciprocity with constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries, even as hunger blurs them. And audiobook narration amplifies this alchemy by capturing Kalen's disciplined focus softening into clarity, and Ilara's guarded intensity revealing warmth beneath vigilance, making listeners feel seismic shifts of souls learning some health can only be claimed when you stop letting scales define their validity. What elevates this beyond typical keto fare is portraying metabolic intimacy as somatic practice rather than sensationalized transformation, with Kalen confronting how wellness culture equated worth with output, while Ilara creates sanctuary where his contradictions exist without diminishment, their relationship evolving through shared silences during meal prep, bypassing performance, rhythms protecting both physiological integrity and psychological safety, and mutual defense against peers mistaking tenderness for weakness, supported by fellow practitioners encoding suppressed grief, elders carrying intergenerational weight, and the body itself absorbing decades of unspoken bargains, reinforcing that in extraction-based systems, tenderness toward process is technique, and presence is sustainable resource, with fasting windows mirroring emotional attunement and surrendered cravings becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is immersive descent into sacred nourishment, with narrators embodying Kalen and Ilara with remarkable distinction, sound design anchoring existential stakes through distant kitchen hums, rain against window panes, and hushed breath syncing with moments of clarity, pacing mirroring restorative cadence from deliberate reflection to surging awakenings, ultimately redefining senior keto guides by centering male emotional labor within metabolic frameworks, and affirming that sometimes the most powerful act is choosing to eat slowly, honoring whole self even in landscapes shaped by restriction.